Oh, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpio Priestess. If you would like a personal reading, you can do that by visiting www.scorpiopriestess.com. I hope everybody's doing well, vibing high, living your best Monday Scorpio life. We are going to see what the urgent messages are that we need to know about the next few months. I do have an angel number. I did pull up 717 because I see it so much in my Scorpio readings. And 717 is a message from your angels that new beginnings are occurring in your life, and it will bring full alignment with your divine purpose and mission. You are encouraged to follow your intuition and the guidance from your angels. Angel number 717 indicates positive changes in your life that you have put you on the right track regards to your life purpose. It encourages you to continue positive affirmations and maintain an optimistic attitude as these manifest positive energies and auspicious opportunities for you. I claim spirit. Seek out an occupation, pastime, or hobby that taps into your natural talents. You may even want to begin a course online or study to enhance and benefit your life. Amen. Amen. I am right on track. I am taking a neuroscience course as well as a functional medicine course to get certified in those to help myself and better help my clients with a lot of things. So some of you may want to join me, Scorpio. Learning is always a good thing. Take a course that, interest you, and perhaps you could make side money by doing it. Maybe you have a natural talent that you haven't even realized. I personally am trying to get certified in as many things possible because eventually I would like to have a full coaching program. So some of you may want to do something like that. And if you've been being called to do so, it's time to get off your butts and get moving. Something happening here in the community. There's a resurrection and spiritual test. You're on the right path to discover your spiritual gifts so you may grow and evolve. Scorpio, a lot of you're right on time. Something here is coming into alignment for you. You're going through a resurrection. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you'll rise up from the ashes even more powerful. Recovery, come back and return. The magic is in the comeback, Scorp. Burn it all to the ground. Let it go. The past is back there. See ya. Bye. Watch my ass as I walk out the door. Let it go, guys. Start, really harnessing your natural gifts, talents, and abilities. Start really trying to alchemize by getting in your bag, looking better, feeling better, doing better. This is what we do, Scorpio. This is the resurrection. You've been under some spiritual tests. A lot of you have passed. And so now it's time to move on to a new season. Good time to make new connections. The universe may send you beneficial alliances, friends, your tribe, and socializing. Something could be happening in your community here over the next few weeks. You're going to meet somebody new. You may actually meet somebody new, like through work or some kind of community event that's going to be really important to you. Laying down these burdens, laying down these wands, Scorp. Telling yourself a new story. Do I have my deck upside down? No, I don't. Okay, some of you are just not moving on. That's the problem. Two of Wands in reverse, you're not moving. You're kind of just standing still, and the wands are getting way too heavy for you to carry now. It's time to tell yourself a new story. Understand that we create the identity we have. And if you don't like your life and what you see around it, you got to start with the inside, Scorpio. But most of you are having a hard time going through this resurrection because you are refusing to let go of the past or past memories or some old story or narrative you tell yourself. Like, you'll never meet the right person. You'll never get out of debt. You're always going to be in poverty. If you can't change anything today, change the way you speak and feel about yourself. It will change your whole entire life. Tell me about shaking off the past here. Some Scorpios are not doing that. Other Scorpios certainly are, and you are coming back more powerful than ever. starting over. There's new love. You could be deepening a love with somebody that you just met. Some of you are shaking off a very flighty, player-like individual. Some of you are finally getting to a place where you're not making all heart decisions. You could have been in a relationship with somebody that refused to commit to you, and you internalized, and it made you feel really bad. You're finally shaking it off and reminding yourself that one human on this planet will not allow you to feel like you're not enough. It's this person, and it's their unhealed wounds. It's nothing you did or did not do. They were just unwilling to give you a commitment. An Aquarius could be important to you. Tell me about what these spiritual tests are, please. The divine wants you to know that you've been under some spiritual test, guys. It's time to heal rifts and let go of your ego. Some of you have a kindred spirit that's a friend that's been really helpful to you. Some of you have been under some test with co-parenting with somebody. You're being called to balance yourself out now. There's a new creative adventure, profits coming from past efforts, Scorp. You could be actually about to see something really start to pay off. A Sagittarius could be important or involved in the spiritual test. Some of you, there's a test coming up on how willing you are to work as a team or let go of your ego and just do something for the greater good. I love this deck. It's one of my private decks. It's one of the ones that I pull at night before I go to bed. I felt called to get it out, but to save time, I pulled some energy, and we pulled number 7, Portals. If you like this deck, it's a really nice. I love the book. There's so much. I really enjoy this book. I mean, this set. I think I got it from Amazon. I'm pretty sure. It's called Lucid Dreaming, Lucid Living. Lucid living message. Let go of distorted reflections and outmolded views about yourself. See what I mean, guys? This is what I'm saying. Some of you have to let go of an old narrative. You do not have to be the person you see right now in the mirror. You do not have to be who everybody else says you are. In somebody's eyes, we're always the villain. In other people's eyes, you're cherished. It just depends. What really matters is what you feel about yourself, guys. You have a chance to transform limiting belief systems. Now is time to choose a new direction you want to explore and step into a new chapter with confidence and clear intent. As you correct this distorted self-image you've been holding on to, you help all realities heal. One stone cast into a river sends a ripple effect through the collective. Stop seeing yourself as something that needs to be fixed. Realize that you are the mirror that the mirror you're looking through is fogged. Wipe off the steam and see yourself more accurately. Notice that mirrors in your waking reality. What are they telling you? We can spend a lot of time looking into mirrors. Unfortunately, they often have more foe than friend. Do you spend time reflecting on what could be changed in you, or what isn't perhaps feeling as if you are not good enough or good enough looking? It is not the mirror's fault. You see things the way you do. It's your own distorted projection of seeing yourself reflected back. Scorpio, some of you are way too hard on yourself. When you're looking in the mirror, you don't like what you see and you're beating yourself up. Somebody made you feel like you weren't enough. Perhaps like I just heard too old. Some of you may feel old. Some of you may feel overweight. Some of you may feel unattractive. You may feel like somebody else is more attractive than you. That's why they chose them. This player-like individual has really wrecked your self-worth. A lot of you, it wasn't just one person though. It started from childhood on. You keep attracting in the same person, different meat suit, because you're not learning You're not learning that it doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what you think. And people treat us the way we feel about ourselves inside. So the better you start to feel, the more you start to see yourself for the beautiful soul you are, the better other people around you will treat you, Scorpio. Now it's time to wipe the fog off the mirror. If I was you, I would do some mirror work. If this is resonating with you, stand in the mirror, tell yourself, I love you, thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, repeatedly. See what comes up. You may feel like crying. Let go of these limiting beliefs that you're not enough, guys. It will change your whole entire life. Moving on over here to love, there's an imbalance of power in a situation. It's unequal, unfair, there's conflict. You're being called to protect yourself against somebody. Protect your energy. Guard yourself against people and things that drain you. There may be somebody that's draining you of your good vibe, draining you of all your energy. You may feel exhausted by the time you're through dealing with them, talking to them. There's an unequal power dynamic where they have all the power in the relationship. They say when you see one another, they've set all the rules. They won't make any kind of compromise. It's all about them and their needs. And Spirit's asking you to see this clearly. What is the truth about the relationship? Not what you want it to be or what the potential is. What is the truth? A Sagittarius could be involved. June 21st to August 5th may mean something to you, or it could coming up. Something could happen here over the summer months. Somebody is wordless in regret. They feel like they've made the wrong decision. I think I made a mistake. I should have never let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was weak and fearful. Now I am here mourning the loss of you. Some of you, there was an infatuation with a third party that got carried out of, that got out of hand. Some of you, this person had an infatuation with somebody, but it wasn't reality, and now they feel like they've made a very bad decision. They're wordless. They could have gotten caught up in ego and sex and partying or something of the sort. You could be 61. This person is unable to speak. They're unable to speak their truth. They're too afraid to tell you how they feel, Scorpio. They made a really bad decision. They got wrapped up with something. They were infatuated. They got carried away with unreasonable passion. And they felt like the relationship was going to be perfect. And they started to disregard the value you added in their life. Now they're starting to regret this. But a lot of you may have to protect yourself from this person. Are they ever going to tell Scorpio that they feel like they've made a mistake? Some of you, this person's so egotistical, they may never tell you how they truly feel. Others, they could. They could be honest. It may take some time, but you may be able to fix this. They could tell you, I got wrapped up, I shouldn't have done what I did. Like, they're learning their self. You got to look at everybody out here as just spiritual babies. We're all learning. We're all growing. It's been very painful. And it's really messed with your self-worth, whoever I'm channeling today. Guys, it had nothing to do with what you didn't have or what you weren't offering them. It had everything to do with them needing that external validation and getting caught up in something they had no business getting caught up in. What is this person going to do? They're moving really slow. Some of you, it's been over a year since you've separated. And I don't like that they're in this fucking night energy. Like, grow up. Some of you, this person's over 40 years old and they're still in this flaky energy. There's a loving message coming in. You give a lot, but you get little back. We can only meet people as deeply as we meet ourselves, Scorp. And this person refuses to look at self. And they have a hard time giving to you as deeply as you give to them. They have a hard time expressing the way they feel even after you pour your heart out to them. But it's not that they don't feel the same way. It's that they have a blockage. They've actually been crying as of lately. Some of you have been feeling their energy pulling on you. That's why you're being called to protect yourself. Spirit's asking you to be assertive right now, because there's a lot of happiness and success, a peaceful resolution, but it's a no. It needs to be in perfect timing. Some of you, the timing is just not right. This person is still in a night energy. They're not in a position where they're ready, willing, and able to offer you what you deserve and desire. This could be a Leo. But in time, they could. Right now, it's time for you to go through a resurrection, stand in your power, pass this spiritual test. Unless you can offer me what I'm looking for, what I require, and what I desire, see you. And that's what you're being called to do right now. Over the summertime, there could be a beautiful reconciliation, but this person is just not, they're not in a place where they're going to change their life, their patterns of behavior. And it will just be unbalanced again. Because even though they feel all of these feelings, it's not easy to change something you've done your whole life. There's too much going on in their head. They're unable to express how they feel. They have a whole world in their mind. Some of you know that about this person. They could be an air sign. They just make up these scenarios that aren't even fact. And then they get themselves freaked out. They could even have an infatuation with you at this point. Those that have walked out of this person's life, you may be really surprised on how much they fantasize about you. And you got to protect your energy, because they could be draining your sexual energy, Scorpio. What else does Scorpio need to know about love, please? What are the urgent messages they need to know about this situation or another? Yeah. Time to glow up, guys. This person has too much on their plate. Some of you haven't made a decision, but you're going to overcome illness. You're going to overcome negativity. You're going to get into this positive vibe. You're moving into a new phase in life. That's going to allow for you to meet different quality people, people that are ready, people that aren't juggling. You seem to have some confused emotions right now. Tell me about this glow up. Yes, baby. This is what I mean. I wasn't going to pull anymore, but I felt called to. Oh, Scorpio. 9 of Cups, baby. Look at this. A lot of you, when you're through with this glow up, when you're through with the resurrection, and you finally come and make some clear decisions, there is a stable, mature person coming into your life. You will feel the difference, because this person is solid. You won't question them. They're honest. You're going to rise above adversity. If you're having trouble with your health, a lot of healing coming. You are aligning. You're going to withdraw your affection from this other person, because there is reward coming in for you allowing yourself to go through this glow up. An Aries or a Leo could be significant to you. When you start dealing with these limiting beliefs, when you allow yourself to finish this rebirth, Scorpio, and learn your spiritual lessons, because there will be a test here. This person that's made you question your self-worth may be trying to come back in, but not offering anything new. And it's so hard when you love somebody so much to have to see them for who they are. But the minute you do that, Scorpio, there's some mature, very solid connection that could come in. Now, for some of you, perhaps this person is going through a rebirth and a glow up themselves. Maybe they'll approach here in an Emperor energy. You know, you will know that down deep inside. Only you know intuitively which direction you should go. We always know, but there's positive vibes and a new phase coming where there's more equal power dynamic and not so much of an imbalance. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed Monday. We're going to have the best week ever, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Love and light.